Terry Taylor and gentleman Chris Adams have been nicknamed the Dream Team by many wrestling experts, but it looks as if this championship team has disintegrated. The friction began in their first televised defense of the tag titles. Terry Taylor was late in getting to the arena, and gentleman Chris Adams decided to defend the titles against both the Iceman and Sting.
And how much longer can he go? And the roar of the crowd, ladies and gentlemen, Terry Taylor is just coming to the building. Terry Taylor he hasn't even set his suitcase down. Terry Taylor, without Halliburton, there's Terry Taylor with a metal suitcase. Terry Taylor, and that suitcase is a weapon. The referee calling for the bell. Taylor has just nailed the Iceman. He had just nailed Sting. Terry Taylor with that metal suitcase. The referee has called for the bell, but Taylor has saved the championship for his team.
Taylor helped Adams out of a jam, but he still seemed to care more about the belts than he did his injured partner. Shortly after that, Eddie Gilbert began to pressure Taylor and Adams for their belts. During the taping of a public service announcement, Gilbert had Sting and Steiner attack Chris Adams. Terry Taylor wasn't there on that occasion.
That's where... What the hell? What? Hey, somebody get... Hey, somebody...
Terry Taylor has always been somewhat of a showman, but as you'll see, he took the credit for a victory in a match that he hadn't even wrestled in, until after Adams' super kick.
Missed a clothesline. Oh, that super kick! Ooh, that super kick! He is out! The devil is out! But Terry Taylor wanted to come in. Chris Adams could have had a 20 count there. But Taylor, with a knee right to the head, it's merely academic here.
Sting and Steiner met Adams and Taylor in Atlanta's Omni in a title match. Eddie Gilbert's interference was instrumental in the victory for his team.
It looks like Sting is lacerated. He is in bad shape. Eddie Gilbert's just standing there. What's he doing? Oh man, he took the ankle of Chris Adams while Edward Falk was distracted by Taylor and Steiner on the outside of the ring. Edward Falk down for the count. Sting hooks the leg and secures the 3 count.
At first, it seemed to be all Gilbert's fault that Adams was counted out. But after examining an isolated camera angle in slow motion, it appears that Taylor purposely kicked Adams' foot off the bottom rope. And finally, in the most shocking incident of all, Terry Taylor not only betrayed a friend, but injured him as well.
1 fall, 30, the referee down. Oh! Fergie and Adams collided there. I think their heads cracked.
A tremendous collision here. The referee trying to get out of the way of the action was unable to move fast enough. And now we have our stunned Chris Adams out on the floor.
When the referee saw Adams coming, he dropped down to get away from him. But when he came back up, I think their heads met. But now Taylor, who has checked on Carl Fergie's status, and now Taylor hopefully will help Chris back in the ring. But Taylor kicking away.
What's he doing there? What is Terry?
Taylor,
it's a pile driver.
My gosh, he's pile driving around the concrete floor. Adams.
What has come over Terry Taylor?
Taylor now coming back in the ring. The referee is counting both men. The referee is counting both men. But Taylor, you talk about playing possum.
Terry won the bout, but he started a war in the process. Taylor had better stay in shape because he's chosen a tough athlete to battle with. Or maybe he just hasn't considered what a super kick can do to a pretty face.
Well, it's happened to me many times while I've been in the UWF, but one thing has surprised me more than anything else, to do it to a man of the caliber of Terry Taylor. What I have just seen, what we have just heard from Jim Ross and Magnum TA of accusing you of maybe showing up late in a match where Chris Adams was defending both your tag belts, of you maybe not being at an interview session when Chris Adams was jumped, of you maybe wanting the tag whenever you knew the match was already won, of maybe you causing the defeat in the Omni of Atlanta for the Universal Tag Team Championship, and nevertheless even to go ahead and say that you cheated and beat Chris Adams, Terry. And I think it's about time that you give your side of the story, the true side of the story, Terry, and tell everybody what a real man you are.
Well, thank you, Eddie, very much. I'm glad at least somebody's listening. I thought Magnum TA was my friend. I thought Jim Ross was my friend. Then all of a sudden, everybody's turning on me.
Yeah.
Well, Chris Adams, the reason I wasn't there is because you left me. You said you were going to drive and you were going to take me to Oklahoma City. I missed it completely that afternoon. Then in Tulsa, I was late because I had to get myself there. And then on that interview, why would they ask somebody who spent 90 days in the hole to do an interview on a public service thing?
That's right.
And I saved his life. I saved him with the Halliburton suitcase, and I saved him again. That super kick is the most overrated move. I think I could take that, maybe brush it off, and keep going. Because Chris Adams, maybe you just aren't quite the athlete you think you are. That's why you were with me. Now, all these allegations, all these charges is coming from everybody towards me. I'm getting a little sick and tired of everybody telling me that I've changed. It's my attitude. I've always been nothing but a winner, and all I've done is going out there and win matches, and now everybody doesn't like the way I'm doing it. Well, Chris Adams, maybe I'm tired of waiting for you. Maybe I'm tired of carrying you all the time. I carried you one time right to the floor. Now I'm up in the ratings, and now you're down, and you don't like it. Well, I'm real sorry you don't like it, Magnum. Maybe you got bumped on the head in your wreck or something. And Ross, I don't know what your problem is. You're judging after never being in the ring. Well, sooner or later, you guys are going to see me at the top, whether you like it or not.